three words, and those words are: Estoy perdida, encuéntrame. Estoy perdida, encuéntrame. Estoy perdida, encuéntrame. Estoy perdida, encuéntrame. All right, hello everyone. We are live. Hello, hello Twitch. Hello, hello YouTube. Hello, hello Facebook. That's right. We are. Is it simulcasting if it's 3 places, or is that just for 2? We'll figure out the verbiage soon enough. Anyways, it is Super Bowl Sunday, which I'm still trying to figure out what exactly that means. But I took it upon myself, for those of you who aren't sports ball fans, to watch me on live and hang out. Because I know some of you might be at home with your very, very straight families, you know, just there for the snacks. And you need something to watch that's, you know, entertaining, because I don't think any divas were booked for this halftime show. So, yeah. I think Alicia Keys might be there, so that's exciting. You know, you get to hear my boo. That's all I would stay for, and then I would leave. See.
Facebook's the only place we're having problems.
Is it? Well, Facebook, we'll catch you when we catch you. You're going to catch it without the intro. But you know what? You're going to catch it, and that's all that matters. Now, let me sure this is on. My live on YouTube is taking forever to refresh. There it is. Okay. Let me just scroll past so we can see the conversation going on here.
All right, now we're live on Facebook.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. Let me just move this chat box. Annoys the hell out of me. All right. Let's go and find Facebook's now. Go here. Okay. And where is my live going, sister? That's not me. Okay. We're working through it. Okay. We are a slow-moving production, but we are a production, baby, and that's all that matters. Okay, I'm having trouble getting Facebook on my end, so let me just double-check something here. Click, click. There we are. I think I see it now.
For your like page.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Here it is. There it is. Click. There it is. Let me just put the live chat going here. Okay. Facebook is still so new to me because I'm trying to get the little chat box to show up for it.
There's no chat box. It's just comment section.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's fantastic. We'll go to the comment section then. Poof. There it is. I got it. Look at that. Magical. I am a magical girl, and I figured it out. All right. Kick that there. That's not right. Close that out. All right. And we got Twitch here. Move her right there. And then YouTube. Would you look at that? I figured everything out all by myself. Now, this is my 3rd day in a row in drag. I am very much, you know, happy about that. Although, if I was booked on brunch, that would still be the case. It'd still be my 3rd day in drag. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm just pretending it's a brunch day. I'm just starting very, very late.
Your steamer's creating a shadow on your face.
Oh, is it? How about now?
You're good.
Okay, great. Sweet. Okay, now today I'm going to be styling actually a wig for me to wear for brunches. So, because my other 2 are shot. Although I must say, they lasted quite a bit, considering like that's performing on and off 3 days a week, over and over and over again. They lasted pretty good. So I'm making a new one. This is our Misty premium wig. Yes, she is gorgeous. 250 density, the great Jaymes Mansfield hairline. Look at her. Gorgeous! And I believe this one is a little longer than most. They're usually like around 28 inches. This one's a little bit like 30. And the curl patterns are usually a little bit tighter, but again, they're still gorgeous. They still style it fabulously, and they still have permatease and all the wonderful fixings my wigs usually have. Now, honestly, if you get more hair, who's complaining? Longer hair? Come on now. Everyone loves that. Let's see. I have to start rolling this, so let's get started. How's everyone doing on YouTube right now? Because I feel like that's really popping off right now. All right.
You have no music playing in the back.
I don't! Oh my God. I am a horrible person. Hold on. Let me pull it up. I have music on my phone. Let's see. That's what I was listening to last? Huh. Okay. All right. Close. Library. Playlists. All of them should be on. There's live streams, playlist, play. Good eye or good ear because I didn't even notice. Oh my God. That's so embarrassing. I don't really care. Okay, here we go. Let's start styling. Now, when I part my hair, I always part it this way. I don't know why. I feel like it's just habit. I just do it.
Explain this because someone said, is it just the lighting? It looks really shiny. Why is it shiny, James?
Oh, why is it shiny? Because our wigs, for our synthetic wigs, are designed for the stage, sweetheart. And they shine like that, so when the light hits it, bitch, it lights up, okay? I love that, honestly. If you don't particularly care for the shine, you can always use like a dry shampoo or even baby powder, and that helps to dull it. But synthetic hair, you're always gonna get that. But I actually love it because, baby, it lights up on the stage. So, get into her. Now, let's start brushing through. Okay, roller time. Also, I have like 8 lights on right now, so baby, I'm lit. Literally.
Wait, is anybody watching the Super Bowl?
Yeah, is anyone watching that? What's that about? What goes on with that? Did Taylor Swift show up yet? Did they show Taylor? That's all I really cared about. This day is for her.
Oh, you're getting rated on Twitch right now.
Oh my God, a raid, a raid, a raid, a raid. I was told not to show my bra anymore, so I'm not showing my bra. But, hi everyone at the raid. Who's raiding? Does it say who's doing it?
Vanilla Heavy.
Vanilla Heavy, thank you. Oh my gosh. Vanilla Heavy, like Heavy? Heavy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. You know, a heavy is actually old Hollywood terminology for somebody that plays the bad guy. It's like the old Hollywood like slang for like scripts for a bad guy. They're the heavy of this movie or the script. Or the TV show. They're playing the heavy. I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I imagine it's one of those old-timey phrases like heel. I don't really know the origins of that either. But it's, you know, slang they used to use. Well, thank you for rating me. Oh my God.
Oh my God, Ruxtruck said, what's the Super Bowl? A vowel or something?
I don't know. Everyone keeps talking about it. It's happening here in Vegas, apparently. And, traffic getting home yesterday was a real chore. And I made a point not to go out at all today. We stayed in after, we went to the gym. But then we, came home, made tacos, and that was that. We're not leaving anymore. It's like I have no ambitions to go out whatsoever. I'm avoiding that strip like the plague, which I usually do anyway. I made a vow that I would never want to be caught dead on the strip unless I absolutely have to, and then I got the job at Frogs, where I absolutely have to be there.
Or Vanilla Heavy on Twitch said, I was rhinestoning a wig, so I saw you on, and I knew it'd be perfect.
Oh my God, yes, rhinestoning a wig. Oh, girl, are you using E6000 Gem-Tac or hair gel? Because I just found out, if you want a temporary hold, you can use Got2b Glue hair gel to put them in if you don't want to, put glue in a wig. I learned that from someone in my YouTube audience. And it actually does work. I did it for a wig, and it did stay. We are rolling, we're rolling, we're rolling. How's everyone doing tonight? Are you enjoying the tidy bowl?
Victor Stark said, hi James, I'm a baby drag queen. What would be your biggest piece of advice you could give a baby queen like me?
Biggest piece of advice. I say this every time someone asks me, and it's honestly the best advice you can honestly take. If you're of age to go out to bars and perform, go to your local gay bars and just go show up in drag and hang out at the bar. Be a patron first, because that's how they get to know you. And before you know it, they'll probably ask you, to work there or to be in a booking to try you out. That's how I did it, and I'm pretty sure that's the way it's always going to be. Don't expect people to find you and want you. You're gonna have to go out there and, get it. But, be a patron, be nice to people, and eventually the bar might want to work with you and you might walk away with a job. That's how it was for me at Dick's in Milwaukee. I just showed up there and hung out during Drag Race viewing parties.
Bo Bowler on Facebook said hi.
Hello. Hi, Bo. Oh, and it's spelled the one without it, like bow without an X. Bow. Southern way.
Look, actually, I made you really bright in this video, but I really that's how you like it. But let me tune down the light a little bit. And
yeah.
that's basically.
It's because I like seeing how like shiny my hair looks inside like the camera on the like screen. I love that. It's like my favorite thing. Makes me feel like I'm in a L'Oreal, like what's it called? What's the one? An Herbal Essence commercial. That's how I like it. Like when they're Jennifer Lopez is wearing a wig, just like get this shine. Okay. Curls. Curls, curls, curls.
Oh my god, this name.
What's their name?
On Twitch, Fisty Wiener said.
Good name.
We use E6000 Extreme Tag.
Oh God, they said lungs, never heard of them. Who needs those? My goodness. E6000 scares the bejesus out of me because one, like, it works really well and it dries the fastest. But baby, it's like, you're gonna get sick in your later years. It's so toxic.
Oh my god. Katana Hilton's here.
Oh, speaking of E6000 and girls that breathe too much of it in. Hey, Katana.
She said, what hair rollers do you recommend? I'm looking on Amazon right now.
These are actually, I think they're Annie or Diane. Just look for wire mesh rollers, the pink ones. I also have, they're in my video. And if you click on YouTube, I have an affiliates link, and they should be listed in there. Sometimes they come with like little like brushes inside of them. You can just rip those right out. You don't need those.
I'm gonna put the link of that video on the chat.
Yes. But yeah, definitely wire mesh rollers are the route to go. I feel like they work the best. But yeah, if they have the little bristle brushes in them, just dig inside the roller and rip it out. You don't need that. All it's going to do is snag hair. Scott
Michael on Facebook said, yay, finally something on TV I can watch.
Yes! Did the concert... Oops, I burped. Oh my God. Did the concert happen already? That's the only thing I care about when it comes to the Super Bowl is like the concert. And then, you know, I'm done. Ooh.
Sometimes they have to be pink or they won't work?
They don't have to be pink. It just depends what size you want. Like if you want a vintage size, I use the pink rollers. I feel like with synthetic hair and the size of hair like wave I like, the pink one's the route to go. You could also use the blue ones, but they're going to be a lot smaller and a lot tighter. And this is the smallest I usually go. Otherwise, I don't know if I have one. Yeah, I do. I used to do this for like really long hair. Ooh, where'd you go? Okay. This one I used to use for really long hair, and it gives like a softer wave. This one I think is by Diane. They're wire mesh. Although I don't like these ones because if you wrap it too tight, they start to like go in on themselves because it doesn't have like the same kind of wire.
Century Countess on YouTube said, hey James, years ago I purchased a wig from you and it's been 5 years and she still looks great.
I love to hear that. Thank you, Century. Which wig was it? I want to know. She's still holding up for you? That's fantastic. If you take care of your wigs, girl, they will last forever.
On Twitch, oh sorry, I can't pronounce his name. Says, hey James, just wanted to say since I saw you on that I really enjoy your content and when I'm able to leave you on, she basically watches your work.
Oh, thank you. Oh my God. Now you watch me at work. I hear that all the time, and it makes me so concerned for your welfare because it's like, does your boss ever catch you? What do you do where you can get away with that? Because like I used to work at the bank and they put me in drive-thru and that's when I would be doing stuff like that. Like watching YouTube videos or listening to podcasts. Because like I just didn't want to be around people. It's like the most I wanted was like, you know, sneeze glass between us.
Hexgen's in the chat on YouTube.
Hey, Hexgen. Hi. Oh, Hexgen, don't worry about the doll anymore because I found someone else to do it.
Alright, Hexgen said, oh my God, you should do wig classes during Viva.
I would love to. Okay, so interesting development. It hasn't happened yet because I have to go to a meeting about it tomorrow. But there could be more wig classes coming. And possibly here in Vegas. So, you know, keep that in the back pocket. They may happen.
One Dahlia on Twitch asks, how do you participate artistically in your brand? Do you choose color, styles, what things? Well, it's just us.
It's just us. It's me and Ernie. We decide what colors we want to use. And if like, someone recommends a color that they want and it's enough of a demand for it, we'll generally add it to the line. But for the most part, I deal in like a lot of like more natural colors, like blondes, brunettes. I do have an auburn one. We had pink wigs before. Again, like colorful wigs, it just kind of depends. Like it depends how we're feeling and what we feel like will actually like perform pretty good. But you know, not really so much like as far as that goes. Of course I'll have blonde. Because it's just the color I wear all the time. But I generally like to deal more in like natural colors. Also, in my luck, I don't love pastel fibers. I feel like they're kind of hard to work with. It's really hard to like find ones that actually like really work very well. I don't know what it is. Like styling them, they're always a pain in the ass. So if I have a colorful wig like at the ready, it's because we've actually like done the work and the market research to make sure that it's good. Because I don't want to put out something subpar that's going to be like shitty to style. Let's see, where'd my brush go? I feel like it just had, that's right here. Okay.
Les Q on YouTube said, I'm pending for the day you stream yourself playing Resident Evil again. So much fun.
That might just happen again because we just finished the quarry and baby, it was embarrassingly bad what happened. Within the span of 6 minutes, oh my god, everything went so horribly wrong. But again, I've never played the game before all the way through, so I didn't know what was going to happen. So, yeah. We may do a redo someday. Justice for Jacob. Oh my god, he was just... Or Brenda. Oh my god, poor Brenda Song. I'm so sorry, Brenda Song. You didn't deserve that end. Who here watched The Quarry? That was a fun ride. It's on Jaymes Mansfield too, the entire series. Honestly, that was some good fun. I just wish the game was brighter. We gotta figure out how to make it brighter. Okay, this.
I forgot how much it takes to roll a premium wig because of all the hair it has.
Yeah, they have so much hair. So, like, I'm only halfway through the top of it. But it's worth it.
Jimx8 on Twitch wants to know, wait, did Jacob die? I missed the rest of the stream.
Yes! Here's the thing. The final stream, we managed to keep him alive and save him from captivity. Although, honestly, I feel like he probably would have just been safer had I left him in the cage, because as soon as he got free, we had to hide with him, and we were playing the breath play game, and he failed miserably. Yeah, he was mauled to death by, I think, the other Hackett guy, the son, the one we never met, Caleb Hackett. Yeah, I think he was eaten by him. There's a lot of people to keep up with that movie that like they didn't like introduce to you. We never got to meet the brother and the sister. Oh, and what's it called? Laura shot off Lin Shaye's face right in the beginning of the game. Did not expect that either. We shot her face off. We took her face off. Starring John Travolta.
Oh my god, Larissa Brown on YouTube said, I've been playing your videos 16 hours a day lately and have them playing as I fall asleep, hoping that your wig knowledge will seep into my brain.
Oh my god, that's hysterical. You're just gonna find yourself talking in a high-pitched voice. It's gonna be like that episode of Dexter's Lab where like he falls asleep to a French tape but it starts skipping and all he can say is like, I want a cheese omelet.
Maureen DeLuca on Facebook said, hi gorgeousness from the land down under.
Yes, hello, oh my god. Or how would they say it in Australia? Hello. 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 We're working on it. Good eye.
James Wood on YouTube asks, is that Margot Robbie?
No. I wish. I wish I had her money. Oh my god. Imagine how much money she made from Barbie alone. Oh my god. As a producer, you know she walked away with heavy pockets. I wonder what she's gonna do next. She could afford just to like retire on that Barbie money.
Jamex8 on Twitch said, just what I saw. Oh, wait, no. What was it? Oh, what happened to the psycho old lady?
Oh, I mentioned it. Lynn Shay, she blew her face off. That's the one that was like not dead. Because otherwise, you're talking about the fortune teller. She actually was dead all along. Turns out she's a ghost. She was the hag of Hackett's Quarry, which we should have saw coming. Like it was kind of right there. But yeah. What's it called? Grace Zabriskie, that plays her, the journeywoman actress. She was like dead the whole time, and you actually had a quick action command where there's like a big spear coming at her, and you could choose to dodge it. But she was annoying me the whole game, so I just let the spear impale her, and that was her end. It was like I wasn't gonna like pass that opportunity up. That's what you get for like all your stupid readings that told me nothing.
Wow, you rolled those quick.
Thank you. Eventually, I'll get to my speed. I just do this so often. Remember back in the day, the early days of Jaymes Mansfield, you used to do this for like wigs just on their own. I'd roll them all. And I like had to dedicate like a solid block of time so I can knock out at least like 10 of them.
Duke Marine said, well, we didn't finish the quarry as much as everyone died a tragic death. Haha.
Not everyone. Not everyone died. Abby lived. Dylan lived. No, Laura didn't live. She was killed. But, yeah, and, the Australian guy, he lived. He's just he's a werewolf now. Which, honestly, you know... Oh, and, Emma lived. Because she was also infected. And she was gonna thrive as a werewolf, okay? Also, like, partner that with being an influencer on, like, YouTube and stuff. Baby, that's content, alright? She's got content for days.
Starchild on Twitch said, hi James, sending love from Ontario, Canada.
Oh my god, hello, Ontario, Canada. I just met, like, some Canadian guys at my brunch yesterday that were very, very drunk. But they were gay Canadian and from the French part of Canada, which I don't know what part that is, and I don't think it's Ontario, but I thought it was very fascinating. And I got to do my French for them, which is just me going, ho, 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 ho. And they thought it was funny, so that's good. It was all good times. Okay, this is plugged in. Ah, okay. Let's start steaming.
Derek Carrot on Facebook said, if Google is true, Margot Robbie is worth 60 million United States dollars, and RuPaul is also worth 60 million. 12.5 million from Barbie.
Damn. And again, I don't know how much I believe those, because if you like look at my net worth, it's like highly and grossly inflated. What the hell is net worth? It's just like what you're predicted to be be worth. Isn't it just like a fictional number? Like no one's actually that number. Like how could they know? It's always one of those things where it's just like, you know, like fake science, like junk science. Like, you know, what would you call that? Economics, junk economics. Yeah, that's what it is. I made that word up. I'm like Shakespeare. Are you ready yet? You are taking forever. I'm talking to the steamer in case you can't see it.
Somebody wants to know on Twitch if you've been keeping up with Season 16 and UK versus the world.
Yes and no. I caught up on the recent episode of Drag Race because I had to host it. So yes, that one I do know what's going on. The recent episode of Versus the World, no. Although I did see the memes. We haven't sat down and watched it yet. I saw like all of, like the results of it though. So thanks for posting all that. Y'all couldn't keep a secret.
Oh my god, Derek Hurst said on Facebook, Google says James is worth $2 million.
$2 million? Holy shit, really? How much is Trixie worth? I want to know. Tell me. Come back with the results.
Shauna Love says hi.
Hey Shauna, hope you're doing well. Google said you're worth $3 million. What Google are you using?
Right, like, how can we borrow off of that?
Right. What have I ever done that's worth $3 million? Like, there's no way styling Party City wigs gets me that much money.
Oh wow, Century Countess said, I forget the name of the blonde wig, but it looks like the Femme Fatale blonde, but it came in a box before you signed that pretty bags with a tassel.
Oh, damn, that was a long time ago. Those were some nice boxes, but they were expensive to have made. So I'm glad you kept it. 'Cause I don't even have the original boxes from that, like that run.
MS8 on Twitch said, $10 million for Trixie last time I saw it.
Holy shit. I mean, I'm sure she's worth at least a couple million. I don't know about 10 million. Then again, I don't know her finances like that. But she still barters when it comes to wigs, so who knows? That's very much a rich person thing to do.
Katana said, why do you have a stocking on your steamer?
Oh, here's the thing. I saw this at Drag Race Live. They did this. And I don't know if it makes any difference or not, but I feel like it's a nice way of like bracing the steam so it's not like directly on the hair to get it wet. Because sometimes they're like soaking wet after this. This one, it's like a little more of like a barrier.
Shauna said, your worth is $3 million now.
Oh!
How did it go up?
How did that happen? I feel like it would have gone down. I mean, I'm glad they think so highly of me. Someone lied to them several times and told them that I was fly and rich. And I'm nothing like that. I'm nothing of the sort.
Alright, Brooklyn M on YouTube says, net worth is your money before tax and all your assets.
Okay, now I know that's bullshit. I know that is a goddamn lie. Like, there's no way I ever would, like, ever equate that much money. This music keeps stopping. I put it on repeat. The music quit after that. It's like, you liars. Okay, repeat. There it is. Okay. Let's see if there's a nice... smoking hot wig. Gorge, gorge, gorge. Okay, she looks like she curled pretty good. They feel hot, so that's good. All right, so let's put our pillowcase over it.
Charlie said, here to let you all know Beyonce has just released 2 songs.
Oh, thank you. Good to know. Wait, didn't she just release an album, though? Wait, how is she releasing new songs? We haven't even got the visuals yet.
There is no visuals. You guys need to get over it.
She said, you guys are the visuals. Like with Pink Friday, too. You guys are the rollout. Alright, we're just drying it. It's gonna be like 5 or 6 minutes. Wait, I just saw that. Then it says Bianca is worth $4 million. So she's worth less than Trixie. I love that. It all seems like nonsense. Like, I feel like it's all just made up. Like, someone just, like, sits there and makes up a number and puts it on Google. Wait. If I'm worth $3 million and Bianca is worth $4, that means I'm only $1 million away from being worth, like, just as much as Bianca Del Rio. How do I fudge numbers? Is there, like, a way to get, like, fake payola for, like, my net worth? I want payola net worth. How do we do this? How do we, like, fudge my numbers to make me look even higher? We gotta treat this like the music industry. Or chart data. Because that way, if I ever see her again and I'm on camera with her, I could say, oh yeah, well, according to Google, I'm worth more than you. Let's see how it's doing. Let's see if it's dry. Yeah, it feels pretty dry. All right, we're gonna let that sit for a little bit. How are we doing, folks? Let's see. What's my chat saying? Let's see. Hi, James. I have learned so much from your Iconic Blondes series. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. They might be coming back. I have to do more of those. We've just been so preoccupied because we've been trying to do like more Drag Race girls hairstyles. There's one in particular that I'm waiting to do that people have been asking for. It's just, I'm trying to source the hair for it right now. It's a little hard to get a particular color that I need to do it in order to like do it right. Let's see. Oh, so Derek says check fraud. That's how I'd like be able to fudge my numbers for my net worth. I don't know if that would work, especially if it's like made up money. I feel like I could just like maybe write them and say, hey, you got that wrong. I'm actually worth $7 million. I wonder if this is, I bet there's someone I can email. Did you watch the release for Act 2? No, I didn't see that yet. I haven't been watching anything, and also concert films, I don't tend to watch ever. Like the last concert film I watched was like Selena the Last Concert. Yeah, I don't watch them. Like I feel like concert films, I'd rather go see it live. It's not my thing. It's not my jam. Oh, and Britney Spears in Hawaii. I did watch that concert film quite a bit. Very important things. Let's see, what's going on here? Okay, when that blow dryer came on, it sounded like a T-Rex in Jurassic Park. Really? Oh, I love that. Like the I think it's because it's old. Oh, no, this one's new. Thanks, Carl Brain, for giving me that one. Let's see. Okay. Let's start unrolling her now.
Larissa Brown asks, does the pillowcase accomplish the same drying as the wig oven box?
Here's the thing. I feel like I have better results doing this. Like, honestly, I think I do. Because, like, whenever I did the box one, I feel like there's a chance where, like, it would hit a roller directly. And the hair would sometimes, like, fry away and start to move around. And it just was not my thing. Like, I didn't love the results I got from it, but I like this because it's like, I guess a little further down so you can control the heat a lot more. Here we go. There we are.
On Twitch, someone said, I love how you do wigs so much, but when I try, I struggle with the front part so much.
Oh, dear. What part is giving you trouble exactly? Is it like the bang or something? Let's address it. Let's assess the issue. Because it could just be a matter of some sections just might need to be re-teased. That always happens a lot whenever I'm styling. It's still a little warm, but it's fine. It'll be just fine.
Shauna wants to know if you're going to Madonna. I think she's coming to Vegas soon.
No, I'm not. I'd love to, but it's just like, I can't justify that purchase. Like, concert tickets are so damn expensive now. It's like, girl, if I'm going to drop like $2K on something, it's going to be for like something I really need. Also, like, I don't really like live music like that. I'm kind of weird. Like, I'd rather just listen to something on the record. Is that weird? I feel like it is kind of weird. But I don't really like concerts or live music or like that whole setting, being that close to people and stuff. I'd rather just be in my home listening to it.
Donna said, every time I tease, that shit gets stuck halfway through the hair.
It might just be a matter of you strong-arming it. You might be doing it too hard. Again, like with teasing, it's hard to like explain and like hard to really like teach because it's a matter of practice and like learning your balance and strength with it. Ooh, I hit the microphone.
Alright, and Deoxy Speed on Twitch said, the hair on the sides gets on my face and I just don't know how to tease it.
Oh, shoot, okay. Well, that we can actually work through. Now, because I actually have to start teasing it now. Let's brush the curls a little bit. We have our style figured out.
Oh, this is an easy answer. Right. Tanner B on YouTube asks, can you do a style where all the teasing is back to the root so the rest of the hair is really flowy / natural? That's just a perma tease.
Yeah, that's what they call a base tease or a perma tease. Where honestly, it's just like you tease it to about, you grab a section. You grab it small sections at a time, like maybe 2 or 3 tracks maximum. And then you just work it down like that. You don't go all the way down with it. You just work down the roots of it. And that'll help create like a little more volume and lift. That's a perma tease. Or a base tease. Whatever you want to call it. Whatever your jam is. Whatever your verbiage you prefer. In the wig industry, they call it a perma tease. It was really, really big to do in like the 60s and 70s for women that would just like wear wigs to parties and stuff. Like you just wanted like a hairstyle that already has kind of a style in it. Although they don't really do that so much anymore. Not a lot of women are wearing like short styles anymore. Like those bubble cuts and stuff. Or like little Marilyn-y kind of hairstyles. With bangs. Oh, I love it so much. It's so pretty. Like it's already pretty like that. Oh, that wave. Gorgeous. All right. Let's start teasing it. Now, teasing the front. Grab a little section here. Now again, like I start wherever I want, honestly, when it comes to teasing a hair. Like, there's no right or wrong way to place, like to do it or start it. Just do it anywhere. Okay, I'm just sure it's there.
Duke Marine on YouTube said, at this point, I'd rather see a drag queen lip sync a song than watch the actual pop star lip sync to it.
I mean, if you come to Vegas, you can see that quite often. Like, honestly, again, like, maybe I'm just weird. I don't like live music. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't enjoy the live music experience. Like, I'm gonna see anything live, it has to be like a show or something. Even then, like, sitting through a play is brutal for me, too. I just have no patience. Like, I want to be able to pause it and walk away from it if I want to. And it's kind of hard to do that when you're at a concert. Just go, like, pause and walk away. We haven't figured that out yet. We're not in Black Mirror.
Got Peter on Twitch said, girl, those curls are everything.
Thank you. I love me a body, like a nice old Hollywood wave. Oh, everything. I'm obsessed.
On Facebook, Shauna Love said, I only spent $250 on mine, and it was a decent seat in Chicago.
Oh, okay. See, that's actually really good for Madonna, because isn't she like notoriously one of the most expensive concerts to get tickets to? She's really like not price gouging, it seems. That's the problem is like, sorry, I hit the mic again. That's the problem is just like, last time I looked at concert tickets for like even like not even that well-known artists, it's like so expensive, especially here in Vegas. Like, I knew girls that were spending like $2,000 for like Taylor Swift concerts, tickets and stuff. Which again, like if she's doing like all of her hits, I guess that's how they like, you know, what's that word I'm looking for? That's how you can excuse that. I did want to see Kali Uchis when she came here. I just missed it. Again, like, it's also finding the free time to do it. Because if I'm going to do something, I'm often going to be working. Like today.
Alright, Tanner B has a follow-up question. With a perma tease, how do people maintain extreme height where the rest of the hair is basically untouched? Like, I know perma tease gives a little lift, but some people are still able to get it so high. That's a normal tease, isn't it?
That's a normal tease then. Like, either way, if you want height, you're gonna have to tease it. Like, there's no way to work around that. And again, once you've teased a wig, doesn't mean you're never gonna have to tease it again. Like, in order to maintain it, you still have to tease it. Like, even some of the wigs that I style for brunch, like, they hold their shape and everything, but after, like, 4 or 5 wears, I still have to restyle them somewhat. Like, a small amount of restyling, just to, like, reshape it. But for the most part, like, it should go right back in the way you want it. Like, this is a normal tease for me. And again, like, it's not even, like, that tightly packed. Like, all my teasing is more, like, soft. You're more creating, like, a pillow than you are, like, matting it down. It's a pillow, not a nest. It's not tight together. It's, like, loose together.
Action said, I just left to go tinkle, and you finished curling the wig already? LOL, what in the fast forward did you do?
How long were you peeing? My God, Hexter, you're like a racehorse. How long was that stream? Good Lord. Actually, don't comment that. Don't let us know, because there might be somebody that information will be doing it for. Unless you're comfortable with that, by all means. But yeah.
Oh, Dwayne Smith on Facebook said, I'll just chat here. That's probably the best bet, because I'm like, all the chats are going so fast.
Yeah.
Totally Vera. Oh, he's the one that sent you the party wigs.
Yes.
What did I miss?
At the moment, we're just we're like we're styling a Misty wig so that I can wear it for brunch, because I need a new wig. My old ones are a little shot, like need to get retired. They're gonna be retired into just being YouTube wigs. They're no good for performance. Because I always do that where, like, I'll perform, like, maybe, like, 10 or so times in a wig. And if it really starts to go, then I take it home and I know I have to actually, like, physically wash it and, like, reset it. And I also perform way too much in the hair. Like, I know I could be doing a lot less. That would, like, cause less wear and tear. But I just get really into it when I'm doing the brunch show. Like, I throw myself around. And honestly, sometimes I'm wondering, like, why am I doing that? Because, like, my body has been feeling it.
Alright, Dwayne Smith on Facebook asked, oh, I'm trying to start drag. I'm stuck between two names. Viscountess Gracelyn Victoria or Viscountess Athena Nix.
I mean, they're both fierce names. It just depends on, like, which one is more meaningful to you. Because a name means a lot. Like, that's the name you're going to be stuck with for a while. Because if you change it, people are going to start calling you the old name constantly. Because that's just how they know you by. So just decide which one you like the best. Like, announce it to yourself, pretend you're an announcer, and whatever you think sounds like a star should be the name you choose. Because there are a lot of, like, handles I had before that did not stick, that I ended up changing before I ultimately decided on Jaymes Mansfield. Let's see, I was almost Misty Malone, which is too common of a name. Like, it sounds just like a regular name. That's back when I was, like, really invested in doing, like, a character. I was just going to become my puppet. My puppet character's name was that. Let's see, there's also, I was almost Shady. My name was almost Shady, but I ultimately decided not to do that. Because it's not very becoming to name yourself after, like, an action of, like, being, like, a mean queen. Because then you're going to be pigeonholed as that. So, I landed on Jaymes Mansfield because that was, like, a name I made up in high school. And it was already, like, my MySpace name and everything. So people already kind of knew me as that anyway.
Alright, Joxy Speed on Twitch says, does it affect the direction you tease? I see you do it on the front and then the back of the section.
Honestly, not really. I just kind of jump around. It's just a matter of just getting the hair down to, like, the base. That's the thing, like, a lot of people make a mistake where, like, they'll tease it and it ends up floating somewhere in the middle section here. It's about getting it down to the base, because that's where the teasing has to live. It shouldn't be, like, in between. So that's honestly all I do it for, is just to make sure it just gets down to, like, where, I guess, the roots would be, the base of the wig.
Alright, Tanner B asks, I tend to get it to where all the hair is fluffy and voluminous, sorry, my bad. But I see other stylists that are able to make it look like some parts of the wig just weren't touched and still move so much.
I mean, movement is a thing, like, if you really want movement, teasing probably isn't the route to go, because teasing takes away movement. So that's kind of like the catch-22 when it comes to doing hair. Like, as far as teasing goes, the only movement you're going to get is, like, at the ends. But the whole rest of the wig isn't really going to move unless you tease in sections. So, like, I saw Bianca do this when she was, like, on the Brady Bunch fixing her hair. She would, like, take certain sections and she would, like, just tease it into a section and then set it to a side. And that would create, like, more of, like, a 70s kind of movement in hair. But it's still going to, like, look like pieces are moving. Kind of like a video game character, how they have, like, the polygon hair. And it's, like, made to move in sections. That's kind of how it works when you want teasing with movement.
Also, if I could add to it,
Yeah.
some people just stack wigs without teasing them, and it's really heavy, and that's how they
Yeah.
keep a lot of movement.
That's also a thing too, which I don't do. I used to do that quite a bit where I would take a wig and stuff it with a garbage bag or stuffing or anything really that's like I can use to create height. And then you like would safety pin that or like zip tie it to a wig. And it moves around a lot, but it's also really heavy. So there's constant tugging happening at your like lace. And you run that risk unless you like really secure that thing down of it just flying off while you're performing. I've seen that happen from time to time. Or a girl finished performing and her wig is all the way back here because her hair is just so heavy. Again, you can't beat teasing because it's the best way to get height and not have the hair be too heavy. Because again, it's all air.
Tuction said, how have you been liking Senior Frogs and being on the strip? We've been wanting to come see you do your tailor mix, LOL.
Yes! I've been loving it, honestly. Like, it's been a blast being able to work with those girls. Like, I'm there with Kahana, Chanel, Hot Chocolate, Yara Sophia, Desiree D. St. James, Roxy Brooks. We just added Mulan Alexander to the cast. There's so many, Aja King. Like, there's so many great girls coming in. And I've been loving it because, again, like, it's such a different change of pace for me. I've never had to do brunch on a Friday before, so that's been an adjustment. I'm used to having Fridays and just working Saturday, Sunday. But no, it's been fun. They make me dance there. So, like, I have to learn choreography and everything. Like, it's a whole show. Like, there's opening, closing numbers. Like, it's been a blast and a real fun challenge to take on. And just let me know when you want to come. You just got to let me know before Thursday, okay? Or Thursday the latest if you want to come to a show. And what day you want to do it and how many people are in the group. For you, Hexgen, I'll do that.
Trina Klein on Facebook says, okay, when I do the very front, like let's say like Bewitched, Samantha, and Blonde,
Yes.
how do I get the smooth without the teasing showing?
Let's see. Well, we're almost at that section. Once I finish the wigs, we're going to be doing that very shortly. It's a matter of how you brush it out and the comb out. As Trina, you should know this. It's like hairstylist terminology. That's part of the comb out. And again, there's no real way to explain it beyond you just have to keep brushing through it until it starts to look smooth. But it's also the way you angle your brush too. Like generally when I do it, I'm not using the full brush. I'm just using the side. And it's just a matter of like just forming the technique with your hand because sometimes people have a tendency to just like scrape through the wig and you end up taking out all your teasing.
Shane Talent on YouTube said, love you, James and Ernie. Keep up the great work. I'm a longtime fan from Western Pennsylvania.
Yes! Oh my God, the PA. Love it. Well, welcome. Okay. All right, we're almost done. As I decide where this hairstyle is going, it might just be one of my big, longer kind of Maryland styles. Because they love that hair at the brunch, my God. They love those old school showgirly kind of hairstyles.
Soy Boy 5 Ever.
Soy boy? Okay. Well, I'm interested to hear what this has to be, what they're going to say. What's this?
On Twitch said, long-time viewer, first-time caller. How do you handle being so iconic?
Thank you, Soy Boy. It's a daily struggle, honestly. But you know what? I'm surviving and I'm trying my best to thrive, despite the world being against me. It's hard when you're constantly a threat with your beauty. Soy Boy. What is that again? I forget what the hell a soy boy is. Isn't that just like what they say about like a guy they think is like an insignificant man or something? It's like a weird internet term. I forget. I feel like it has a negative connotation.
James, are you at Senior Frogs on Friday, next Friday?
That's a good question. I could check my schedule.
Because Rainbow on YouTube said, I am coming next Friday to sing your frogs just to see you perform. I'm so excited.
I think I am. I'm usually on Fridays. Let me double check. Just give me a second. I'll tease this section and check. Okay, let's see. Let's look, shall we? Don't look at my phone. Let's see.
Katrina wants to know where you got that dress from.
This is actually Pinup Girl clothing, and I added the feathers to it, and I stoned it and added a little beading to it. It's the Jane dress from Pinup Girl clothing. And I think it's on sale, so check it out. Let's see, Friday the 16th. I am not on, but I am on that Saturday. But if anything changes, I'll let you know. Shockingly, I'm not on Fridays. Usually I am. Yeah, I'm only on Saturday that day. Why is it all small like that? Did it get reverted? Let's see. Revert. Must have got shrunken down. There it is. Okay, yeah. The 16th, yes, I am not on. Sorry. But if it changes, I'll let you know.
We usually post on the community page.
Yeah.
Mad Max Bryn on YouTube wants to know, just in case you haven't addressed this before, could anyone's real hair handle this type of teasing, laughing, crying face?
Yes. Believe it or not, women in the 60s used to do this with their hair every single day. Like, this was the style back in the day. I mean, most women would, like, tease it out like as much as they can and then add, like, a piece to it if they couldn't achieve it with their hair. But a lot of women did do this on a daily. And then they'd sleep with toilet paper wrapped around their hairdo so that, you know, they can keep the hairstyle a few days. Like, if you ever watched Elvira's movie, she's paying homage to that with, like, the toilet paper and the duckbill clips, keeping it in on her beehive. Women used to sleep like that. That was a thing. Because if you spent, like, you know, upwards of, like, 70 or, like, $100 so in today's money at the beauty parlor, you make sure that hairstyle lasted. So when we were sleeping in bonnets, and if you couldn't afford a bonnet, toilet paper.
Sandy Kabul on Facebook said, hi, sorry I'm late. You look stunning.
Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you so much. I always appreciate compliments, especially about my appearance. Oh, that's another thing I do. I generally like, scoot it up like that. Like the back of the wig if you want to get to it easier. Not have to like work down here.
Deoxy wants to know on Twitch, when you tease, do you use an angle with a brush or do you use it directly?
It's more directly. It's more going straight down. And then I flick it at an angle. Honestly, like it's not really that big of a science or anything behind that. It's just a matter of whatever I need to do to like get it to go straight down and like stay at the bottom. That's really more the concern. Because I find when you tease at an angle, sometimes the hair will still sit awkwardly at the root, and it's not necessarily like sitting directly on the roots. It's like kind of drifting back. And that causes your hairstyle to look like it's, you know, scooting backwards.
Hita on Twitch said, yeah, my mom did this type of hairstyle every day for going to high school.
Yes! That's awesome! I love that. And I bet you it was a pain in the ass to keep that up, too. Like, the upkeep on this had to be so taxing after a while. Like, I imagine, if I was a girl in the 60s, I would be the biggest hair hopper in the world. Like, every kind of hair piece, all of that. Like, why not? Hair hopper is 60s term from the original Hairspray movie. It was probably most commonly heard, but it's actually 60s terminology. It was kind of derogatory for a girl that was poorer but spent all her money getting her hair done so she looked wealthier. That's what a hair hopper was. But we've since reclaimed it because it's a fabulous thing to do. Paying attention to your hair is not something that should be frowned upon.
Michael on YouTube wants to know, what's your favorite Taco Bell item to order?
Oh my God, they brought it back briefly. Like they were playing with my emotions over there at Taco Bell. My favorite thing on the menu was the double decker. Like honestly, oh, I have dreams about it coming back on the menu. That was my favorite. I'd always get 2 of those, and then the pintos and cheese. That was my order forever. That's all I would eat from Taco Bell. And I since had to change it, and now it's usually a Crunchwrap Supreme and like maybe like a regular Taco Supreme. Because I'm also not trying to eat it as much. But when I do indulge, that's usually what it was. God, I miss the double decker. The double decker used to slap.
Katrina on Facebook wants to know, do you ever use the hair powder in wigs?
Wig powder, not really. I mean, if a certain person doesn't like shine or something in their hair, I kind of use that. As far as teasing powder goes, I used it once, and I honestly didn't really see a big significant difference. Some people need it in order to like tease the hair. Like you have a difficulty with like, you know, getting hair to go down, or maybe you have arthritis or something. Like it's a good substitute to use because it does add a good like grip to the hair to like go down more. You also, oh my God, my face is so itchy. You also could like hairspray it, like using Gatsby glue when you tease is the tiniest bit. Also helps add friction back into the hair. But yeah, there's plenty of workarounds around that, so you don't have to buy like that expensive $10 powder every single time. But again, like, that's kind of what it exists for, is for people that have a difficulty like teasing stuff down on its own. Or if you don't want to put that much strain on your wrist or something, that's a good route to go. I'd recommend it for that. Otherwise, again, like, if you need it, you need it. If you don't, you don't. But there are less expensive substitutes with stuff you probably already have. The Mexican pizza Mexican pizza is good. I do sometimes get that as well. Although every time I order it from DoorDash, it never slaps. Like it's always so lazily made. And like the tomatoes taste old on it. Like there's not the same love and attention that you get unless you order it in person.
Shane Talon said, James, you're one of the funniest queens I've ever seen. I love going back through your old videos and rewatching them, and I laugh my ass off. I cry. I pee. Seriously.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm just being myself. Just out here trying my best, you know? Oh, did I lose a pin? Oh, I never pinned that part down. Unless it's living somewhere in the wig. I lost a pin. So we'll figure out what's going on there. Just pin it down then. Oh, shit.
Century Countess on YouTube said, I was up till 2 a.m. last night teasing a goth hairstyle called The Tower. Cool 80s look. Again, your hairline video helped in its creation. Thank you. Is the tower like the pointing straight up, like Bull Nakano kind of hairstyle? Like almost like a Saiyan? It's like on Paul from Tekken. Is that the tower? I'm trying to think of like goth hair. First time chat from It's Me Lara on Twitch. Hi, your makeup is pretty. Thank you. Oh my God, thank you. Yeah, I kind of just slapped it on today, so that really makes me feel good. That means I'm getting faster at just doing my face and making it look good. Oh wait, are you gonna answer Katrina's question about the teasing?
Oh yes, okay, I'm almost there. So honestly, when it comes to the front of the wig, let me just angle it so you can see. I'll tighten it up a little bit too, because it's a little loose. This hair stand sucks. Ugh. All right, can you see it? All right.
Oh, my program up. Hold on.
It's fine. You can take your time.
Yeah, they can see it.
Okay, so when I do the front of the wig for this kind of hairstyle, I always do sort of a little bit like if I'm doing a rooted hairline. This is something I do. You don't have to do this, but I always bring it down a little bit so like I'm rooting a hairline, just to make sure it's staying there. And then smooth it back. And smoothing it back is just a matter of smoothing over and over and over again. And I'm not using the whole brush. I'm just using the side, like the little side bristles. And it doesn't have to be a teasing brush you do this with. It could be a smoothing brush. I just use whatever brush is in my hand, honestly. You can do it with this kind of brush, or if you have a smoothing brush, you can use that as well. The soft bristle ones. It's just working with the side of the brush. And just doing it over and over and over again. And you'll know if you have to re-tease it or if your teasing was bad in that section, if it just like goes flat back and it loses all its teasing. You just have to take the hair apart and re-tease it a little bit in that section. And rejoin it, and you'll be fine. Yeah, it's all good. Very little things are hard to get yourself out of as long as you weren't like teasing like a madman and like pushing everything down to like where it starts to knot up at the bottom. If it's knotting up at the bottom, you're doing it wrong. Like it's supposed to be soft. I feel like that's a big mistake a lot of people make is they always over tease and always make it too hard to where it's like nesting happening at the bottom. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be soft, like a pillow.
Totally Vera on YouTube wants to know. So what's the best / worst / most surprising wig you've worked on?
Ooh, worst wig. Let's see. What was a really terrible wig that we had gotten? Because I've worked with a lot of them that were pretty bad. The Party City wigs are always a challenge. I hate working with that fiber. Even though like I do get some really fun hairstyles out of it, it takes so much time to like make that fiber, like that super plastically costume fiber, like do anything. Especially because like it's not designed to bend or move or be reshaped. So that hairstyle, those hairs always suck. Really old costume shop hairs suck, especially if they're like pastel colors or anything colorful. Like pinks and stuff like that, if they're like from those old vintage costume catalogs, those wigs really suck. Just because the hair fiber is so old. But for the most part, nothing in my like recent memory that's really like been a horrible challenge for me. Should I tell them about the Lady Gaga wig?
Go ahead.
Yeah. That I got like I got the Lady Gaga Chromatica wig from Amazon, and it was gonna be like one of those like what is it called? It was the ponytail one from Chromatica. And I bought it, and it was a potential video we were gonna do, and I started like rooting the hairline in it, and like it was horrible. Like it knotted up, it got so gross. To the point where like I couldn't even salvage it, so I scrapped the entire video. I was just like, yeah, it's not worth it. Like I'm suffering way too much. I spent a good hour on it, and I just retooled and did something else. I think I did an Iconic Blondes instead. I was like, screw this. This is too much work. But yeah, it does happen from time to time where like a certain wig I'll do it and I was just like, I'm not putting this out. Because like it's not going to result into anything pretty.
Channel 1 Texas on YouTube wants to know. What's your favorite wig you've done for another queen?
Probably the bottle blonde hair for the Trixie and Me campaign. Because it was like something that was really, really meaningful and near and dear to me. I really like that. Plus it was like hairstyles I really love, which are like big beehives and stuff. It was my first time doing that kind of style. So it was a fun challenge to like be brought in front of me. And I managed to do it with like cage wigs and stuff. Like that I enjoyed a lot. Because it got to be seen all over the place. And I got to have like beautiful photos taken of the work. Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite ones I've done. As far as for other people go. The hair I did for Mo Heart was also really cool for Trixie Motel. The like big heart-shaped wig. That was a lot of fun. It came out really pretty. What else? Yeah, I'm trying to think. I like all the wigs I do for the most part. If they're like a fun hairstyle for a client, I usually really enjoy it.
Wait, Shane, are you on Facebook too?
Is he?
Shane Talon, you are an iconic blonde. Oh my god, do you realize that? But I'm like, there's another Shane Talon on YouTube. Are they the same?
I think they're the same person. Because, yeah, are they in a red shirt in their profile picture? Or can you not see?
On Facebook, they have long hair.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Explain yourself. Not that it's against the rules. I mean, you can be two places at once. I don't care. It's just interesting is all. It's just interesting.
Sukita on YouTube wants to know, hello from Argentina. What's the worst mistake you've made with a wig that you always remember?
Ooh, that is a good question. What is something one mistake I make that I always try not to do again? It's a hard one to answer because like I generally have I have good results with wigs for the most part now. Oh, heat tools on synthetic wigs. I learned not to do that so much because if you overdo it, it does destroy the fiber and you can't get it back, like crimpers and stuff.
It melts it.
It melts it. Like I've done that a couple of times, like especially partnered with hairspray. If it's too hot, it's completely melted and unworkable. Like you're not gonna get it back no matter what you do. But I remember I was trying that because I believe it's like called the cosplay teasing method where like you crimp it a little bit and then you can tease it down a lot easier. But I found when I do it too hot and when there's hairspray involved, it just melted the wig.
So it becomes super hard.
Yeah, it's super hard, which could be a good thing depending on what you're going for. But again, just control that heat, like make sure your temperatures are right. You know, you gotta delve more into the science part of it. And if I have to think about things, it's not a good thing. It's bound to like, you know, betray me. I know how I am. I like things easy.
Katrina Klein. Okay, when this is done, the front should I pin it back with a beret? And you are an iconic blonde.
Oh, when this is done, pin it back with a beret. I'm trying to confuse about the question.
Oh, you read it then. You know damn well my.
Okay, when this is done, in the front, should I pin it back with a barrette? Oh, a barrette.
That's a beret.
I was like a beret, like a French beret, like
English is my second language.
a barrette. I mean, if you want, I did that before. Like this hairstyle could totally do that. Like if you want to hold it back some, you can do that. I did that for my Mae West hair that I wore for All Stars 8, the first episode, my runway. I clipped it back with like a hair clip. Just bear in mind, it's a lot of hair to hold down, so it may pop the clip and break it. Because that clip eventually did break, but it was also like a vintage clip from the 60s, so I should have saw that coming. But you definitely can. If you clip it like behind the ear, that's very Diana Dors. She used to do that all the time. Like the vintage waves in front, and then like she'd pull it back behind her ear and clip it. So like you have that nice little like slick back. The pop up here, little volume on the side from the tails of the hair. It's a good look. It's cute. Just depends what you're going for.
Soyboy 5 Ever on Twitch asks, what is a big risk you once took with your makeup that didn't pan out?
My whole beginning of my career. Blocking my eyebrows at clown white when I was first starting. You name it. There's so many. Contouring with topaz. There's so many bad decisions I made with makeup. It took me a while to get to a place where I'm actually comfortable doing it. And like I'm happy with the results I get time and time again. Like it takes a lot for me to introduce a new product now because I've just gotten so used to my formula and what I like. Which is like kind of what you want with drag. Like you want to find a routine that works for you and products that you can readily get and not have to really source out. Like I like the fact that in my makeup routine, the only thing I really have to fight to get all the time is my foundation. Which generally I still can order online if I need it. Like in a worst case scenario. Yeah, just find the routine that's easy and find things that are like readily available to you that you don't have to like break your back or your bank to get. But now, there's lots of bad decisions I made with makeup. I remember like when my eyebrows were so big or my lips were the size of my face. There's a lot of experimenting that happened. Or when I would just wear eyeliner and that was it. Black eyeliner in the shape of a cat eye and then white all the way up to the brow. That was me for like a good 4 years. And I thought I was turning it. And it wasn't until I saw like a recap of Dora Diamond's Gay Cabaret, where one of the people that wrote up a story about the show, their write-up about me was, Jaymes Mansfield, her eye makeup was so hilarious. And I was devastated. Because I thought I looked really glamorous, but they thought my eye makeup was hilarious. Like I had purposely done it bad on purpose. Yeah. Good times. All right.
Oh my gosh, Shane Talon said on Facebook, love you both. Seriously, I used to do drag in the past with my ex before COVID pandemic. I'm on YouTube and here on Facebook.
Yes, they are. Like, you're gonna see my comments, bitch, is what they're saying. Like, you're gonna read what I have to say.
Chance Matthews on YouTube said, Shane is crushing.
Hey! That's fine, that's fine.
Oh my god, the same Sacco on Twitch said, we saw, we know.
Wait, what?
The makeup.
Where'd they say it's on Twitch?
Yeah.
I did show it on Twitch, didn't I, recently? Yeah. Yeah. They say, oh, it was hilarious, girl. You bitches. You awful, awful creatures. I'm surrounded by assassins here.
Katrina wants to know if you have on the Trixie eyeliner.
Yes, I do actually. I've been wearing it constantly. I have the white as the crease. I didn't put anything on it. And I have the black from fill it in for my eyeliner. Because again, like finding an eyeliner that's like actually black is hard. Like the only way I could find was Inklot. That was another one that was pretty good. But no, I love it. I've been using it constantly. And I make sure to like keep them separate. You know, like I only use a certain brush for the white and I only use a certain brush for the black.
Christopher Ramon Reed said, have you ever thought of doing a sitcom? I see you having a show like Seinfeld, but yours is Mansfield.
Mansfield? I would love it, the Jaymes Mansfield show. Honestly, that's like, it's on my vision board, you know, have a sitcom. I would love to do that because I love situation comedy. And like even being on the set for like Bob Hart's Abashola, like seeing how that's all filmed and everything, like it's so interesting. I'm fascinated by it and it seems like such a fun, like fast-paced way to work. But no, I definitely would do it. A drag queen sitcom, that'd be hysterical. If you know somebody in the industry, pitch me. Tell them I'm good. That's how you get in there. You gotta know somebody.
Century Compass says, your original makeup I saw was on Sister Sweet Sister.
Ah!
I always thought it was for the film. I liked it. And yes, the tower is all spiked up. Mine got a pony in the back.
Ooh, that's fierce. Oh my god, Sister Sweet Sister, that is a call back. You've been around, you've been watching stuff for a while then. My goodness. Yes, our parody of like the Psycho Bitty movies from the 1960s. That was our Baby Jane. It's a little ambitious to like embark on that part of your career in the very beginning of it. You're already calling yourself a has-been. Playing that story. You know, we couldn't be told no.
Soy Boy Fire Ever said, would you settle for a web series? I'd watch.
I totally would. Again, like, that's something I've been wanting to do this year anyways, to like start doing more scripted stuff. Just because, like, again, having auditioned for stuff and like Hollywood and everything, like roles that are written for drag queens oftentimes aren't great and there's so few going around that like everyone's competing for them. So like, if you want something, you're gonna have to write it. You have to make it for yourself. And I'm slowly learning that. Like, I've read so many scripts now for drag queen roles, especially for like cop shows and stuff, where like they're all the exact same. Like, even watching stuff from like 1970s, like the way the scripts are written and the way the characters are described, like it's the exact same portrayal every single time. They tell the same story. So, I don't know. I think it's up to us to change that. Oh, unfortunately, we're gonna have to be the ones to do that. So, hopefully I can get something scripted out soon this year. It's on the vision board as well. Oh, I hit it again. Sorry.
Shane Talent said, I spent $23K on going to beauty school, and all we did was watch YouTube. I didn't learn shit. But I thank God
Wait.
for James' videos, Lifesavers Godsend.
Wait, what? Because I considered going to beauty school for a long time. Is that truly what they had you do? That is insane. But you know what? You got that degree. So that's actually a foot in the door that you cannot trade out for anything. Because a lot of people will not mess with you unless you have that.
The license, go.
Mm-hmm. Like, that's power, honey. If you're any good at what you can do, wield that thing.
Faith Thomas said, would you consider doing @TV tutorial? Do you see yourself as an extra on that show? You, Bob, the drag queen, Thorgy, and Shangela in a spin-off of The Odd Couple. I don't know what @TV tutorial is.
I don't know either. What is that? I don't think I've ever heard of that. Unless it's like Maybe I know it by a different name. I don't know what that is. But I love those girls, so why not? Thorgy's insane. Go to work with her every day. Oh my god, I can imagine.
Diana Higgins wants to know, have you taken acting classes? What was your experience like acting?
I've only taken one acting class in my entire life, and it was acting for commercial camera back at the Rep in Milwaukee. And let me just say, it was not for me. I didn't feel like it really gave me anything, but it's also like preparing you for like commercial acting, like acting inside of commercials. So but I was honestly just taking whatever was available that summer, and that was the only class that had availability. And I soon found out why. I didn't like it, and I don't know. I guess I kind of felt overlooked when I was doing it. Because I felt like they did not really give much attention to me at all or anyone else in this class except for like a short few that like the teachers saw potential in.
And then you auditioned for a movie and landed it.
Yep. And that guy that got all that attention, I ain't seen him in shit, so just goes to show what they know. And it's always one of those teachers that's just like, you know, I booked all this, this, and this. It's like, yeah, but you're still teaching a class in Milwaukee, so I don't know. Let's dial it back a little bit. All right.
Dan Jackson 73 on Twitch said, loved you on Bob Hart's Abishola.
Thank you. Oh my god, that was a dream job. I love that. That was really fun. They treated me like a star on that. Considering I'm just credited as drag queen entertainer, but I got like a guest credit, which was sickening. Like they had that much respect for me that they gave me a guest credit. Like, okay, work. That's sickening.
A gigantic credit for you at the end.
Mm-hmm. And it was so like funny because like I felt like when I met Gina Yashere, it was like a little weird because I was doing Madam in P-Town and I wasn't in drag. So like I just introduced myself as Jaymes Mansfield, and I don't think she knew who the Madam puppet was because like she got freaked out when the puppet knew her name. But I knew her because like she had done Comic View and like Def Comedy Jam and stuff. Like she was hilarious. So of course like when I saw she was there, like, I had to meet her. So yeah, I think I kind of freaked her out when I first met her. But she's cool, and she came back and took a picture with all of us. So, like, I love her, and I've been following her career forever. Her Instagram videos are hysterical. Like, when she does the hotel reviews. Like, she reviews hotels she stays in. And, like, if they have carpet, they already get a negative review. Like, I love people like germaphobes and, like, really embrace it.
Catch up on stuff.
Okay.
Katrina Fine said, so this is nice. I really like seeing you comb this through. I always wonder how long to go just with combing out. Will Ernie ever do ventilating again? Ooh, I've been trying, but we're so busy.
I know, and it takes so long to do. But you are really good at it. Like, he does beautiful work. Those of you that were lucky enough to get some of his custom stuff back when he was doing it on the site, like, you should feel lucky, because he does take his time on it and really, like, dedicates to it. I never did. Whenever I had to ventilate my own wigs, Ernie will tell you, the knotting on them are so big, like around the sideburn areas, because that's all I wanted to fix anyway, was just the sideburns for the longest time. So I'd have, like, huge knots going down the sideburns. The most natural hairstyle in the world.
Galaxy Speed on Twitch wants to know, where did you get the wig stand?
This is actually, where was this from?
Amazon?
It was from Amazon, yeah.
But they all break.
They all break. Like, they all suck. Like, no matter what, just get anything from anywhere. If you have, like, a wig shop, generally go and support your local wig shops, because a lot of them do sell these tripod stands. And they're usually pretty affordable. Like, I think I got one from a wig shop a while back at, like, $30, $40. Because, like, most of the time, people don't want them. So they just kind of sit around. So they'll probably give you a good deal on it, because a lot of people don't use them. Unless they're in, like, beauty school or something.
Christopher Ramon Reed said, wait a second, you voiced Madame the puppet?
Yes, briefly, very, very briefly, for a summer in P-Town, I was doing Madame. Let me see if I can still do it. Let's see, Madame's kind of a little high register, old lady, so when I used to... Let me clear my throat, because I don't know if I still have her, because I haven't had to do her in so long.
You're also just getting off from like being sick.
Yeah, I just got done having a cold. Hi, it's me, madam. Yeah, a little bit there. She's kind of coming back. Let's see. Madam, yeah, it's up there. If I really tried and I wasn't sick, I probably could do it. When I was doing it P-Town, baby, I was in it.
On Facebook, Tasty Vuitton wants to know, do you miss working at Clinique?
No, I don't. I do not. Oh my God. Working at Clinique. Again, amazing girls. Like I had the best coworkers. Were cool girls I worked with. But just being there and knowing I was on Drag Race and knowing it wasn't what I wanted to do, I was not the best employee because I was just checked out. I'm just like, I am waiting for my life to change right now. And I also didn't like really put much like investment in YouTube yet, which I really should have been. Because I feel like had I like dedicated more time to it, I could have been like really sickening. But no, like I was just sitting there just like, oh, I hate this job. Because I just worked at Sephora and I loved Sephora. Like that was an amazing job. Like had I not got on Drag Race, I would probably stayed there and like try my best to excel in the company. Because I love my coworkers, I love my boss, I love my location. Like everything was like lining up. And I was like on like the way of becoming full time, so I'd start getting like benefits and stuff. So I was fully in it.
But then Drag Race called.
Yeah, Drag Race called and, you know, my life changed. And I don't regret it. I feel like we're doing pretty good. But no, that was the game plan, was like stay at Sephora and work there and excel in the company.
Adam Douglas on YouTube wrote, I've had my wig stand now for 2 years. I got it from a website called Wig Department. It was about 100 euros, but it's a theater standard one.
That might be that one that our friend Clint showed us. Or he showed us a really, really expensive one. Which I was like, I tried it at his house and I was like, oh, this is sickening. But like, I don't know. I've had a couple where I've paid like upwards of $100 for them and it's just like, they broke. They can't handle my teasing. So it's just a matter of like finding one that really can like withstand the work I do. Cause like the problem is me. I'm the problem, it's me. But if like you're just dyeing a wig or like putting a permatease in something, you can use any wig stand you want. But the way I style hair for drag queens, baby, wig stands can't take me. I'll break them.
Loopy After Dark on YouTube said, when my grandmother was older, her hair was fried from the bleach, so she had me go in and try on a Dolly Parton wigs. I had to sneak a pic, but she loved it, so I bought it. I looked like Peggy Bundy.
Ah, I love that. That's an adorable story, though. Like, I love that. And again, like, I love that she had no shame about wearing wigs. Like, that's the thing. It's just like, it used to like be such a big thing. And I remember it was a huge stigma for women to wear wigs. Like, women were really embarrassed by it. But like, they came a long way. And even back then, like, they were really like amazing, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Just like feats they had gone to with like design of wigs and stuff. Like they'd come such a long way. I met a woman at brunch just the other day that like told us she was wearing a wig and I didn't even clock it. Like it looked so good. And it was like definitely like probably like a Jean Reno or something like that, where it's made for women that like are going through treatment or something. Like they've come such a long way.
Petty Vendetta wants to know, are you naturally tan or do you have a little help? Regardless, looking good.
This is how I look, honey. I am Mexican, so I live in the desert. I get dark.
Especially in the summertime.
Oh, bitch, in the summertime, it's the worst, because, like, my arms get so dark. And, like, I'm always just constantly having, like a light chest with dark arms and medium legs. Like, nothing's consistent. It's the most annoying thing in the world.
I love that every summertime people are like, James, you look so dark. I'm like, well, it's the summertime and we go outside.
I'm in the middle of a desert. Like Las Vegas is a desert. Like it's bright and colorful from like, you know, outside looking in, but you like go outside like at least like 4 miles, you're in desert. Like, sand and shit.
Adam Douglas said, I work full-time as a wig stylist for drag queens in the UK.
That's awesome. That's so cool. Who's your meanest client? Finally, I get to ask the messy questions. Who's a monster? Do you work with Juno Birch? I bet she is. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Yeah, the front is coming along. I usually get the sides going first and then worry about the bang later. Let's see.
Shayani asked on YouTube, James, do you have a favorite hairspray?
I use Tresemme. I feel like I just use it because this is my choice for wet hairspray. It's been working out the best. I can't remember where I got recommended this from, honestly. I think it was Integration or somebody. And I've just been using it ever since. But I've used just about all. The worst one is probably White Rain. I don't even think they make that anymore. That was the worst hairspray. But it was so cheap. It was like $1. But it was garbage. But I used to use Aquanet a lot just because I liked the name and like the nostalgia of it. Because that's what all the women in the 60s were using. But yeah, or Aussie. But Aussie's so small. Like they give you so little product in those big old cans. So I always was going through it. So Tresemme, I might switch to a different brand because I've noticed we've been going through these so fast. Like these cans empty so much faster. Like I feel like they give you less and less product.
Before they used to last a while. I don't know what they did.
Yeah, I feel like they like are giving you less, honestly. Because I'm constantly burning through them and I'm not even styling hair that often.
You have to use your James 2 Gorge.
Thank you. Yes, tier 2. Oh my gosh. Thank you for sticking around. Love you, babes. Ooh, that happens quite frequently where I like, oh, brush it too hard and it pops off the head. Okay, now for the bang. Right, do I have scissors? I do.
Dude Murray saying, what about Elnet or Big and Sexy?
Again, I don't know. It depends. Like what I have to find a cheaper option too because Tresemme is getting more and more expensive. I feel like everything is getting expensive. But for the most part, like I've been having struggle with that because like just finding something that's affordable that I'm not breaking the bank on. I might try it. I don't think I ever really used Big Sexy hair. When I tried to buy it, it was like really expensive for a small can. It was like $16 for a can of hairspray. I was like, absolutely not. Especially if it's just like for hairspray I just need for like a small hold. I'm like, no, absolutely not. Like on human hair it would work, it's fine. I guess I can understand the investment. For synthetic hair, I need something with like, I need several hairsprays. It just wasn't economically feasible.
Your Katrina agrees. She's noticed the spray's emptying way too fast.
Yes, I know I'm not crazy. Like, I feel like they're giving you less and less product.
Adam said, he's like, that wouldn't be very professional, but I'll DM you.
Watch it be Lawrence, and I'll just show him the text message when I see him next. Lawrence, this person's talking about you.
Tolibera said, James, when will you review Showgirls 1 and 2 for your film channel?
Oh my god. Showgirls 2, Pennies from Heaven. Probably not for a while. I don't know if I could stomach myself to watch that. I heard it's so bad. My friend Allison Pregler reviewed it and I watched that. And it looked like it was filmed in someone's house. Probably the actress that played Penny's house, for all I know. But yeah, I don't know. Again, what an ambitious thought to think, you know what? this universe hasn't been fully explored. Also, Showgirls, I probably would watch it again just to be nostalgic of like a Las Vegas that's no longer there. Like if you watch it, all those buildings are like gone. And like it's completely different here now. So it's like good for a time capsule in that regard. Get off of here. Get off of there. Get off of there.
You got Century Contest says, time to call the net worth people. Cash out some of that money for a year's supply of hairspray.
Shut up, Century. You bitch.
Soyboy5ever on Twitch said, I wanted to do a Showgirls prequel called Different Places.
Where are you from? Different places. There may be something Showgirls related coming out with me in the future that I cannot necessarily talk about yet, but it should be coming out, so I'll keep an ear out for that when I announce it. I'll just say that. Me and Showgirls have crossed paths in the recent future.
Yvonne Gonzalez on Facebook said, you do beautiful work, darling.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for hanging out because we're nearly done with the hairstyle. How long has it been?
An hour, 31 minutes.
That's generally how long it takes me to usually do a video, so I feel like, you know, I'm keeping on time.
Mako Bell on YouTube asks, hi James, what's the difference between wet and dry hairspray? Will got to be glue work instead of Tresemme, or are they two different things? Love you.
There are actually 3 different things. Because a dry hairspray is like dry shampoo kind of thing, like to like, you know, take out shine from hair, or to like create more of a texture inside the hair, like for more like a beachy kind of look. That's what girls will usually spray their hair with. They want to look like more like, you know, worked in. Like that was like a big thing like a few years, like not even a few years ago, like many years ago. In like 2016, girls were using like beach sprays and dry shampoos. So it's not necessarily like a hairspray. Wet hairspray is like Tresemme. And why I call it wet hairspray is because like when you spray it, it's wet like that. And it's more like loose. More of a liquidy formula. And I generally use that as like a base spray to give it a little bit of a grip, but I can still move it around somewhat. At least for synthetic hair, like for human hair, it'll probably, you know, work just to keep it still. And Got to Be Glue is what you call a glue spray or a freezing spray. It's a lot stronger and it's a lot thicker. So you can tell it's like way thicker and it's more like tacky to the touch. It tacks up too. A lot of girls, including me, use this to put our wigs down. Like for brunch, I glue my hair down with Got to Be Glue now. Just because I have to switch my hair out and it's not as like damaging to a lace as Spirit Gum is. To where I have to like really do intense cleaning to get it out. But yeah, Got to Be Glue is more of like a finishing spray. So like if a section is done, I use it for that. I hope that kind of helps explain it. There's also like, what's it called? Extra hold finishing hairsprays, like your Pump It Up Golds and stuff like that. Where you use that as like your final touch that like really hardens it.
Katrina says, so this part you are doing is where I mess up.
This part right here? This part, I'm trying to teach Ernie this too. It's just a matter of just like practicing it and fanning the hair out. And like use whatever you want. Sometimes I use a pick just to like get the surface hair. Because I'm just more or less focused on getting the surface hair and not plucking at the teasing. Like I'm just dragging it along the surface. Like, I'm trying to think what I could explain it to like make it make more sense of like what terminology would be. Like, I guess if like you're burying something in sand, I guess, like you could see it, you're just kind of like moving the sand on top of it to make sure it's covered. But you're not necessarily digging in it because that's going to disturb it. I'm just moving the hair on the surface, like spreading it out to cover it. Covering my tracks.
Pretty Things on YouTube said, I have an iconic blonde challenge. Cloud Strife or Aerith from the game Final Fantasy VII CS. James, you are so pretty.
I love it. Video games. Possibly. I do love me some Cloud. And he does get up in drag in the game. I do remember that. They make him dress in drag. Possibly, you know, iconic. Iconic indeed. I will not deny that it is an iconic blonde. Oh, Final Fantasy VII, that was more like my sister's jam. I didn't really quite get into that game. I liked Final Fantasy Tactics, y'all know. And what was the one with Yuna? Is that 10? I like number 10. Final Fantasy was hard because like it's so much time to dedicate to a game, and I never had that much free time.
Galaxy Speed on Twitch wants to know, how do you avoid nesting? That's all I was doing when I tried to tease.
It's a matter of how hard you are teasing the hair. Again, like, it's hard to explain too because it's a matter of just like finding your own strength with teasing. Like, when you're teasing something down, you don't want to like jack it down like that. Like, you're not putting so much force into it. It's more like just like gliding the hair down because you're not like creating a nest or like something really tightly packed together. It's more like you're creating a little pillow of like fluffy hair. Because I feel like a lot of people tell me they run into that problem. I think it's because whenever people are teasing, generally they don't want to be doing it. They try and rush through it, and you have to take your time with it. You'll get faster as you keep doing it. But again, like, it's just a matter of taking your time with it and not forcing the hair down too forcefully. Finding that good balance of strength. Because you're not supposed to like put too much force into it, otherwise it's gonna pack down really grossly.
Anthony Mason wants to know, what are some vacation destinations for you and Ernie?
We've been wanting to go to PV forever. We want to go to Puerto Vallarta. That is definitely on the bucket list for some places we want to head out to soon. Other than that, like, I think we wanted to go to San Diego too, just to check that out.
It's so close, but we have not gone.
I know, San Francisco we wanted to go for like a little spell because we have friends there. There's a lot of places. I still want to get back home to Milwaukee. I still haven't been there in years.
Going back to number 1.
Yep. You know, go there, refine my roots, and remember why I left in the first place.
I've been wanting to go to España.
Ooh, like Madrid or someplace. That'd be fun. Oh my God. Speaking of, I saw this the other day. It popped up in my feed when I was Googling like cheap Halloween costumes for somebody. They made a fast fashion version of VENMO's outfit. Like, it was a Halloween costume this year. And it was called like Poison Woman or Lady Poison. And I thought, like, that is sickening that she's that much in pop culture that she now is being ripped off for fast fashion.
That's crazy. That's crazy that all... Because that was her main goal, to be famous worldwide.
Mm-hmm. And like, she's part of pop culture. Like, that outfit is instantly recognizable. We know it as VENMO's now. Like that red one with the pasties. That was the outfit.
The Saint Sacco on Twitch said, you need to go to Spain. Everything about Spain is amazing. I freaking love the country.
Ooh, okay. Well, I'll take your word for it. I know a few people there, but not enough to like say like friends, but like I just know some people that live there. So I feel like I'd be able to find like a tribe of people to throw me, like to show me around and show me the sights. So yeah, we'll see. Again, it's a matter of, you know, if I get a booking there or if I just decided to up and take a vacation. That's also isn't that long ass plane ride. I don't know about that. Like, even traveling to the UK was brutal for me, just like being that still for so long. Yeah, she's coming around. I think she's just about there. A few little wily hairs here and there. Let's see, spray her. Spray her! But that is my standard hair for my longer version. I wonder what this would be. I guess it's sort of like my Barbarella. If I think like whose hairstyle this would be. Anyone famous that like it is. I feel like it's just kind of me.
This one is just Jaymes Mansfield.
It's just the Jaymes Mansfield hairstyle. Like, I do it so much, it's like standard hairstyle for me. It's got that little ice cream swoop. The little Maryland flick.
boy is probably a new follower on Twitch. He just asked, would you ever game on Twitch? Forgive me if you actually do already, and I just don't know.
I do. I actually just finished playing The Quarry. I'm still determining what my next game will be that I'm playing. I started playing Animal Crossing, and I don't know if I'm quite there to like stream it yet because it's like I don't have anything going on. I'm still doing all like the opening tasks, and I'm also still trying to figure out what the point of the game is. I think the point of it is there is no point. Is that correct? I think this is ready to try on, so let's try it on so you can see the final result. I feel like I owe you guys that.
You want to play the in-between intro while you put on the wig, switch wig?
Yes, but I'm not quite there because I still have to cut the lace.
Okay. The wig intro is just like 5 seconds.
Right.
Actually, nah, you could be brave.
Oh, you want to see me be brave? Say what you want to say, let the words fall out. Oh my god, if Brett was here, he'd be freaking out because he loves Sarah Bareilles.
Janelle said, play Doom 2016.
What?
Doom 2016?
Oh, Doom. I never liked Doom. Sorry if you're a big fan of Doom. I don't like first-person shooters. Like, I can do third-person, but, like, again, first-person shooters or anything I'm, like, expected to, like, be at that POV and shooting, I'm terrible at. Like, y'all saw me playing The Quarry. I can't fire guns for anything. When I go into first-person, I was like, what are we doing here? Like, knock that off.
Alright, let me know when you want to switch. Let's see if you could change your wig.
That fast?
Like, within the wig intro. Just let me know. Let us see. Ready?
Well, let me take it off and spray the hair first, and let it get tacky. And then we can do it. Because I gotta glue it down. So let's do that first. Alright, I'm gonna take my earrings off. Alright, just give me a few seconds for it to like warm up and get a little tacky.
Well, for now, Raul Salinas Nunez says, Hola, James. How jealous were you about the doll house challenge? You would have ate that.
I wasn't too jealous at all because like they got like those weird Dolphy dolls, which I was never a fan of anyway. So like y'all can have those. Other than that, like it would have been a fun challenge to do. I wonder what I would have done. Like again, like making the doll commercial and everything is the funnest part. It reminds me of like the Princess Challenge on season 9. Like I was bummed I didn't get to do that. But again, like, I got to participate in a sewing challenge. And I know what a pain in the ass they can be. So I wasn't too envious because I know they were all going 16 forms of crazy doing that challenge. So whatever. All right, I think we're ready to put it on.
All right, so we're not going off yet. We're gonna play the intro that we usually play to see if James could change his wig that fast.
Yeah, I'm just taking my hair off so that I can switch it out, but I don't want to be like, you know, weird looking on camera. So just a second. Be right back.
Ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
I only know how to say 3 words, and those words are Estoy perdida, encuéntrame. Estoy perdida, encuéntrame. Estoy perdida, encuéntrame. Estoy perdida, encuéntrame.
We're back.
Fantastic. All right, we are back. This is the final result. And I think she looks pretty. I'm looking at the mirror right now. I have a mirror right here finally, so I can see how I look. But this is my standard big hair. I use this hair for my intro for brunch. Like, I feel like it's a nice, glamorous hairstyle. It needs earrings, though, because I feel naked. Okay, let's fix that. All right, earrings. I feel so naked with no earrings on. Janelle from Sleigh Bells is back. It is kind of like the Janelle hair. Very that. Like I just learned how to do that hairstyle back in those days. A far step from cry from like how it used to look.
I think you got some of your natural black hair on there, but it's not that noticeable.
Where?
Right here.
Oh, right here? Oh no, that's my contour.
Oh.
My other wig ripped up my contour, so that's what happens. That's the one part about like contouring with my colors now is like my wigs are constantly ripping it up, and this is a brand new lace, so it might be a little more noticeable than usual.
Everyone's saying you look good.
Thank you.
Twitch is saying you ate that.
Well, thank you so much. Again, we styled the wig in my usual time frame. And now I'm in full drag with a new wig with nothing else to do on Super Bowl Sunday. So that's my life right now. But thank you guys for hanging out. You guys have been super cool. Like, you guys are always so fun to hang out with. I'm glad a lot of you have been coming back and revisiting me and just hanging out and having a good time and talking nonsense with me. It's been very relaxing. And believe it or not, therapeutic for me just to talk to people and not be stuck in my house all day. So thank you guys for that. Now I'm probably gonna pop off and enjoy the rest of this Sunday because I have things to do. So thank you guys for hanging out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, bye.